So give me a second, George. I want to bring you in because you were mentioning how your daughters are in Israel, they're in bunkers. An update from them, and I just hope that everything is okay with them. I also have a daughter about that age, and I know how the heart palpitates. And I have a son who's also overseas, so we all know how that goes as a parent. And secondly, your wife is still in Dubai. Is she in this airport or is she in a hotel? What exactly are you hearing from her? Has she told you about the situation there right now? You can see these streaks in the air. Obviously, these are drones that have been intercepted, and you can see the flak, I suppose, call it what you want, and the streak in the sky. So that's evidence there.
Yeah. So thank you for asking about my daughters. They're fine. They're with their friends. They're in the bomb shelters. They're ordering food for delivery services to the bomb shelters, which are delivering food, believe it or not. So they're fine. Thank you. In terms of my wife, she's in an apartment building downtown, and she's actually been getting. The reason I was looking at my phone a moment ago, they were just a series of alerts sent by the Dubai government to people in the area to find shelter. So she's sheltering I believe, in an interior corridor in the apartment building right now, or in the basement, perhaps in the parking garage. So they are now getting, the Dubai government is now issuing citywide alerts or emirate-wide alerts to the population when they have these attacks coming. And she says it's quite loud. They can hear the interception of the incoming drones and missiles, since Dubai does have a defensive missile capability. I don't know which system they're using. I don't know if they're using Patriot missiles or a different system. But yeah, it's quite intense in Dubai this morning as these waves of attacks come. And they are using the Shahed drones. You can see as the general said, you can see by the look of the drone and the shape of the drone, these are the same drones that the Russians have been using to attack Ukraine for the past several years. So it's unnerving, to be sure, because those drones fly low, they fly slow, they fly in a horizontal way, so they can go into a building as opposed to a missile, which comes from the sky down. That makes it more difficult to directly hit the side of a building. So it's terrifying. But again, as I mentioned earlier, I believe that this pan-Arabic, pan-Muslim mentality that existed 20, 30 years ago doesn't exist anymore. The general rightly said that the Iranians have made a bad calculation. They have unified the Gulf nations now against them, where they were already unified. As I mentioned, looking at Iran as a pariah state in the region, and this, I think, will go a long way to consolidating that group in making sure that Iran, doesn't continue to do this in the future.
Even as we speak of this, there is, of course, those elements of a fight back that the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps is talking about. They're saying we've carried out a 6th wave of attacks on Israel and American military bases. I would like to ask General